The U.S. military prepares for many battles, including ones that could extend into space. The Air Force considers space to be a war-fighting domain, just like air, land, and sea. But space is getting crowded and competitive, with more countries developing new technologies. The U.S. also tracks more than 500,000 pieces of debris, or space junk, that complicate operations in orbit. Bianna Golodriga visited a base in Colorado to see how the Air Force is defending America thousands of miles above Earth. Bianna, good morning.
Good morning. That space junk, by the way, is quite dangerous, traveling at 17,000 miles per hour. The U.S. used to be dominant in the world of space, but now not so much. In the last decade, Russia and China have caught up, creating a three-way space race. And now, as tensions with North Korea escalate, the U.S. military is preparing for a potential war above.
Expanding the Pacific Ocean, possible missile launch.
When North Korea or any other country launches missiles like these, the airmen at Buckley Air Force Base in Colorado are the first people in the world to know about it. They provide the U.S. and its allies with 24/7 surveillance of all missile launches around the world.
It's a very demanding job. It's very no-notice kind of things. Obviously,
at 28, Lieutenant John Stryker is among the oldest on the team.
Feel like an old man?
Not until just now.
Stryker's squadron routinely practices exercises like this one.
Who did you call?
We call the next person in the chain who puts together a site picture for higher headquarters and ultimately our country's leadership.
It's a missile warning detection satellite.
That chain of command leads to four-star General Jay Raymond, the military's top space commander.
We're doing a lot to prepare for a potential conflict that may extend into space. We do not want this war to happen. And one way to make sure that we don't fight this war is to be prepared to fight and win if it were to happen, and we are.
10 countries, including North Korea and Iran, now have the ability to launch a satellite into orbit. Russia and China are developing technology that could blind or damage U.S. satellites.
Our job is to provide that global unblinking eye to be able to detect and warn against those threats and be able to provide that to the decision makers.
And how confident are you that that blinking eye will really never blink?
It doesn't blink. It's always open.
That's partly because of these giant golf ball-like structures that dot the Aurora, Colorado skyline. Inside each of these weather-resistant domes sits a 60-foot satellite dish. It scans the planet for the most dangerous weapons.
Many people think that we have missiles inside these radomes. We do not have anything that dangerous this close to Denver. They are simply satellite antennas meant to pass mission data.
About 60 miles south at Schriever Air Force Base in Colorado Springs, in this highly restricted and unassuming room, just 8 people keep watch over the Global Positioning System, or GPS.
Copy. Disconnects are out.
Showing disconnect.
The Air Force developed GPS during Desert Storm to help soldiers communicate. GPS helps the military fly aircraft and drop bombs with greater accuracy.
So the satellites are constantly emitting that signal for you to be able to track where you are.
Captain Brittany Morton says GPS has been woven into virtually every aspect of life on Earth.
It affects 4 billion users worldwide. What kind of thing in this world do you know that affects everybody in the globe?
Financial transactions, power grids, and farming equipment all rely on precision timing from GPS. And that makes these satellites a prime target for our adversaries.
Is an attack on a satellite an act of war?
Well, I think it depends on the context. First of all, let me state that we do not want to get into a fight that extends into space. We are all about deterring that. We would take it seriously because satellites provide our nation with great capability and great advantage. It'd be something that we'd be very concerned about.
So what keeps you up at night?
There's not a lot that keeps me up at night. There really isn't. I am extremely confident in the airmen that I'm privileged to lead. We're the envy of the world.
So if nothing keeps you up at night, what is it that's challenging you?
What's challenging me is wanting to go fast. We have the world's best space capabilities. We want to run fast to make sure that that's always the case.
So this is truly the new battle for supremacy. Tomorrow we'll take you to Cheyenne Mountain Air Force Station, known as America's Fortress. The underground bunker is designed to survive any nuclear or missile attack, and it could possibly serve as the eyes and ears of the president if the homeland were ever attacked as well. You know, we talked about the satellites. North Korea just last week said that it would like to expand its satellite program. They say for economic reasons. Of course, the Western world believes that they want to do it for their nuclear program. To put it in context, they have 2 satellites in space. We have over 500.
Pointed out, we're the envy of the world.
That's
That's
context. Yeah, that's great context.
Right. Thank you very much, Fiona.